And hello once again, this is Lupus, and this is the second of these sort of retro plays things, because I finished Doom 3, and so I decided, why not Doom 1 and 2? I did Doom 1 last week, so this week we're going to be doing Doom 2, because why not? So let's check out Doom 2, it's been a while. Okay, which expansion? No, I just want new. Yeah, I just want the first one, okay. I'm going to go with not too difficult, I'm not going to go for very, very hard. Okay. So yeah, if you did, if you were here for the first of these, sort of the idea here is I'm going for an uncut style. So I'm not going to be doing. Do I move faster than I do in Doom 1? Like I just literally because I'm recording directly after because I wanted to sort of have the same vibe going. But yeah, it feels like it could be a little bit faster. I'm not actually too sure. I actually think I probably like Doom 2 more than I like Doom 1. Possible. I'm not too sure. Yeah, well, does something go up here? I can't remember. But it's been a long time, so I can't really remember anything. Okay. What is that? Find a secret area. Oh, okay, so that allowed me to find a secret area. Well, that's nice. What is the secret area? Where is the secret area? It's been a while, so I can't remember. But anyway, so my name's Lupus, and yeah, this is Nerd Hazzard. This is the exit already. Yeah, of course, it's the first level. The first level tends to be very, very short. That's true. That is very, very true. First level tends to be extremely short in Doom games. Well, in Doom 1 and 2, not in, like, the later ones. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we play games here, and this is my sort of follow-up thing to Doom 1. So playing through Doom 1. In that playthrough, like short, it wasn't a playthrough, it was more like a single episode play session type deal. Oh yeah, I've got the shotgun. That's great. So there I kind of spoke about some of the problems and such that I actually have with aspects of the development team behind Doom 1 and 2. Early id, basically. Okay, so now I'm like already lost. No, you can't change that. Yeah, I'm like already lost. See, it's been a while, but okay, is this the doors is gonna hurt me? The floor gonna hurt me? No, it's not. Okay, well that's nice. I like when the floor doesn't hurt me. They did immediately go out with making it basically like having more enemies in the first area, which is fine. Oh, the super shotgun. Okay, so they have the super shotgun early. That's something I criticized when playing through Doom. When playing through Doom 3. Was something I criticized quite heavily. I said how a disappointing aspect of the game is that the guns are kind of terrible. And that is especially the case with the shotgun. The shotgun in Doom, the shotgun in Doom 2, I think is pretty atrocious. Actually, in Doom 3, I mean, it's pretty atrocious, which is really disappointing given the fact that Doom 1 has this lineage, you know, of having like this amazing the super shotgun. I can't remember how you're supposed to get. I don't think you can jump or anything. So I really don't actually remember how I'm supposed to get up here. Am I supposed to do something? Well, I really don't remember. I'm immediately more lost. I think that they really leaned more into the doominess of it all. Which is not preferable, actually. Like, I do love these games, but doing that is, I don't know, probably not the best idea. Ah, okay, you can sprint. Is that... Ah, okay. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, they already put a lot more enemies straight at you. Oh. The super shotgun right now is not actually that necessary because it takes 2 shots with each hit, but it does feel great. which is something that's sorely missing from Doom 3. Really, really missing. And I think that's actually a thing that's a good thing to keep in mind especially if you're interested in like game development or reviewing games and stuff like that as well, actually, is that you're just interested in games in general, basically. That's what I'm really saying, actually, is that if you're interested in games as a medium, you should also understand that it's not just things developing in a linear direction, right? Things aren't just like, oh, it's better now than it used to be, or it's worse now than it used to be. Neither of those is actually the case. The real case is that everything is always different. So things change, and we are influenced by different things. Okay, I don't have the blue one, so I only have the red one. So I've only got the red card. This is like extremely early on, and I'm already lost. So that's not really boding well here. Okay. But there's a lot of things you can learn from old games, just like you can learn from old movies, old books. Right, just because something's old doesn't mean it has nothing to teach you, because a lot of the lessons that can often be learnt and taught from older things are lessons that were often made in experimentation. Like, Doom 1 and 2 are deeply experimental titles because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. Like, they didn't know what they were doing yet. They were doing their best. They were trying to figure out how they should lay things out. They were trying to figure out how they should make a game like this, and I would say in many ways, obviously, they succeeded. Or I would say they succeeded, but they couldn't have known that they would succeed. They hoped that they would succeed. They thought that they were going to succeed, but obviously they couldn't actually know that they were going to succeed, which is a very different situation to, it's a very, very different reality to knowing. Like, knowing and hoping are very different things, and it's worth keeping that in mind, because you can learn a lot from something old and looking at things that were experimental at the time. Because I feel like a lot of... I got an itchy bite here. I think a mosquito bit me while I was playing. It's very annoying. It's very, very irritating, but it's fine. Whatever. As I was saying. I think that there's a lot to be learnt from something which you might think is too old to learn anything new from. Like, I think that you can learn from the old, and you can learn from the new, and you can take on, like, obviously now there is the obvious reality of saying, because that is how we learn. We learn by looking at the things that have already been made, and by their very nature, the things that are currently being, or that already exist, are old. They have to be, fundamentally. Like, that has to be the reality of the situation. Like, they already exist, and so they were made in the past, and if they're made in the past, then they can't be new. On a fundamental level, they just can't be. But when I say you can learn from the old, I don't mean just like regular learning. Like, you learn and you essentially imitate your heroes and then try and do something else or whatever. That is definitely something, but I'm saying directly looking at things that are old and sort of saying, how did they do whatever it is that I'm trying to do? And try and see that. So, like, you can look here, you can look at Doom 1, right? You're trying to make a game, you're trying to make a first-person shooter, you're trying to make a fun, action-packed first-person shooter. You're trying to do that. So how do you do that? Well, you look at something like this, you look at your inspiration, you look at your influences. Such as this, right? If this is one of your influences. If it's not one of your influences, then it's not one of your influences. But it is for a lot of people. Leave me alone, shotgun man. It is for a lot of people. And so you look at it and think to yourself, what is it? Oh, okay. There's teleporters in the first... Okay, I don't remember that, but that's cool. I like the chain gun. So when you're looking at... oh, my nose is itchy. When you're looking at... when you're looking at, like, wanting to create something yourself, look at what you love and analyze it. How did it do the thing that you really like? how did Doom make the kind of combat that is now influencing the kind of combat you want to make in your game? How did that happen? Like, what did it do? You know, what is it that is, what do you like? Do you like that it's fast-paced? Do you like the labyrinthian nature of it? If that's the case, I would be like, oh, okay, if you have to. I really hate the labyrinthian stuff, because that's what turns me off of Doom after a while. Like, I enjoy playing Doom for a while, and then I'm like, okay, I'm sort of done now. I'm tired. Just because I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of tired, because I don't feel like looking for now the yellow card, key card, and now I've looked for the blue one, and now I've looked for the yellow one. It just gets a little bit much. For me. Not for everybody, but for me. It gets a bit much. Okay, what is this one? What does that one open? Does it open anything? I don't know. Oh, okay, here. Cool. So that's where, yeah, there we go. Okay, that's where I come from. Okay, that's good. Go away. Die before I get you. Okay, cool. But yes, you can learn. You can take on board that which you have seen and learn from it. You can figure things out. You can figure out what, it's called the gauntlet this level, not gauntlet. Anyway, so you know, figure it out. Figure out what you like about those things, because where did I? There was someone I saw in like an interview or something. I can't remember now, but it was sort of talking about taste and saying, as like a creator, right? You're trying to create things, but what you're making right now is maybe not very good yet. However, the reason that you know that, as well, the reason that you know that what you're making isn't very good is because it doesn't live up to the standards that you have in the media that you consume. Like, you want to make games like this, but when you try and make a game, or you try and write a book, or you try and write a poem, or you try and write music, it's not as good as your heroes. Which, firstly, they've probably been doing this a while, so don't get too hung up on that. But it is like a thing, right? It's a thing that happens. You know, you're looking at this kind of stuff and you're like, yeah, I want to make things. I want to do this stuff. But instead of that, you become too scared because you're afraid that you'll never be as good as your heroes. And the thing is, you can't live by that kind of logic, because living by that kind of logic will just destroy you. Because you will probably never attain that level. And when I say that, I don't mean like you can't be as good as your heroes. I mean that they're your heroes. You'll probably always put them above yourself. Unless you're like a narcissist. I don't know. I suppose if you're someone who genuinely thinks they're like a genius, maybe then you could in your own perspective progress beyond your heroes. But you know, for instance, I'm a writer. You know, shout out to my writing, which you can read if you want. I've got a bunch of books. You can find that kind of stuff if you just look me up. But you know, that kind of stuff. I was influenced by other writers, obviously, who I consider to be like my heroes, and I will probably never think that I'm as good as my heroes, but that's just because they're my heroes. And so when I read stuff that they write, I'm like, wow, I don't think I could ever make anything as good as that. But that's not true. That's just you rationalizing your own sort of struggles, which also makes sense. Like, it makes sense that you're doing that. It makes sense to rationalize your own struggles. It makes sense to rationalize your own difficulties with these kinds of things. Like, that's very understandable and normal and human. And that's actually fine. You're allowed to be, for now. Okay, I don't seem to be actually hitting this guy, which is a bit annoying. Let's go back. Let's go down and hit him. Okay, there we go. Oh, he hurt me quite a bit. Do I have more? No, not really. Oh, I'd like to have some health, but... health! That's nice. My guy isn't looking very good, though. Doom... Okay, there we go. Health, 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 health. Okay, do these lead up? Okay, cool. They both lead up. And they both lead to somewhere. Let's see where they lead. Okay, they both lead here. Alright. So I need to figure... Oh, I'm dumb. That's fine. It's fine. That's fine. So, wrong side, I think. This just puts me straight back here. Okay, so I need to be not that way, but this way. Let's see, up here, there's a button. There we go, button. Now I can go across. Oh, the super shotgun is great. The super shotgun is genuinely amazing. Like, it's so good. And it's just so fun to use. And it feels satisfying, which is the great thing. And they give it to you early, which I think is, to me... Oh, you get locked in. Oh, okay, whoops. Okay, I didn't know I get locked. Ah! I know it uses double the ammo, but it's also just great. And it feels satisfying to use. And it looks satisfying to use. That animation is amazing. But yes, so, take inspiration from your heroes, learn from them, understand them, but understand that you can not necessarily surpass, but you can understand and you can do your best. I just went all like inspirational with in this let's play about a game, but it's true. You can achieve more by just trying. Like, that's just the reality here. Like, if you just try a bit, you can actually do pretty alright. You just gotta try. You just gotta try. You just gotta do your best. That's all you can really do. You can only really do your best. Oh, they made it really dark in here. What is this, Doom 3? Anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think, if you wanted to like make a game, like say a little indie, and you want it to be a fun, fast-paced shooter, why not be inspired by things, but then actually pay attention to what makes us good? Be like, okay, well, satisfying weapons, that's a big thing. Like, that is true. Like, that is a thing that I feel very, very strongly about Doom 1 and 2, which I feel like it's a lesson that Doom 1 and 2 understood, that Doom 3 failed in. Like, Doom 3, a sequel with a bigger budget, didn't realize that it needed to actually have guns that feel enjoyable to use. Obviously, some people disagree. Some people will say, oh, they love the guns in Doom 3. I think they're terrible. Like, I think that they're awful. I think that they don't... They're piddly, and they just sound terrible. Like, the sound design is awful. Things sound better in this, even if it's more, retro-y. It sounds good. It sounds good. It looks good. This animation is sort of slick and cool and interesting, which is great. Like, make something cool and slick and interesting. Be willing to have something that's obviously silly. Like, be willing to do that. Be willing to be like, yeah, I'm gonna have something kind of, the super shotgun. It's dumb. It is dumb. It's cool, but it's dumb. And that's fine. It's allowed to be dumb. Dumb is good. Dumb is great. Dumb is great if what you're going for is dumb. And that's fine. You're allowed to make something dumb. It really is okay. Like, dumb doesn't mean bad. And I wish... Like, it reminds me of that concept, right? There's the concept, we all know it, guilty pleasure. Ugh. I hate the concept of a guilty pleasure. To me, there's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. There is a pleasure. That is all. There is a pleasure. That is all that there is. There is no such thing as a guilty pleasure. And there never should be. Because the concept of a guilty pleasure just, I think, suffocates the human soul. Like, it's not a guilty pleasure. It's something that you enjoy. And you're allowed to enjoy it, even if it's, like, dumb. You can acknowledge something that is being dumb. Like, for instance, I am a massive, massive fan. Huge fan. Of the Mila Jovovich Resident Evil movies. I know that they're terrible. I know they're bad. I love them. I love them so much. They're so terrible, but they're entertaining. And they're silly. and they don't take themselves... Well, actually, they kind of camp, because they do kind of take themselves seriously. Like, it's very serious. Which makes it better. It makes it sillier, and that's great. Like, be willing to do that. Be willing to be whatever the hell you want to be. Don't take yourself so seriously. I'd say never take yourself seriously, or too seriously. Take what you care about seriously, but don't be serious about yourself. Like, say for instance, if you want to be an artist. Take your art seriously, but don't take yourself seriously. So, like, yeah, your art is important. And by the way, immediately you should believe that. This is another little public service announcement type thing here from me to you. From one failed artist to potentially another. Oh, there's a lot of these Hell Knight guys. Cool. Hello. Ah. You fall to the super shotgun. Oh, is this a laser? Okay, I've got a laser weapon here, which is great. Hello. I don't know where I go with... Oh! Oh god. Okay. Okay, so that was like a trap that I could have sprung, but I didn't. Oh well. Whew. When I'm being hurt. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. Okay. Something was in my face, a bug. An enemy of my life. An insect. One of them. Nope, I can't fly across this. Okay. I may try and go fast, but it seems I can't get across. It's fine. Okay, where do I go? Am I locked in here? Can I? Okay, I can go in here. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere. Let's see. See where I'm going. Yeah, I was talking about being an artist. If you are someone who has creative passions, it doesn't actually like I actually don't like the term aspiring either. If you're like, oh, I'm an aspiring writer. No, if you're writing, you're a writer. You're not a writer if you're not writing. Like that's also just like sort of factual reality. If you're not writing, you are not a writer. You need to be writing. And don't let people get in your way of your writing. Like, just write. It's fine. It's not that serious. It's just art. Like, art isn't serious. It's fine. Babies can do art, so you can do art. It's fine. That's something I just also hate so much. The people who are like, oh no, it's whatever it is that I'm making is not art. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, it is. It is art. That doesn't determine whether or not it's good art. It could be terrible. And that's also fine. Yeah, because for instance, the thing that babies make, that then your parents, you make it as a baby, and then your parents put it on the fridge, that is actually art. That stuff is art. Not good art. But it is art. That's fine. So you won't start off making good art, probably. But you're not going to make good art until you start making art. So just do it. Just do it. And if you want to take inspiration from your heroes, whoever your heroes happen to be, do it. Take inspiration from your heroes. Learn from your heroes. And be willing to learn from what is old, but also be willing to learn from what is new. Because that's also the thing. Like, yes, it is... You are learning from, like, the greats or whatever. However, new things have developed. Like, this is why, for instance, if you want to be a painter, right? You want to be a painter. You can't just go and look at, like, the Renaissance painters and how they did things. Because, well, that stuff doesn't exist like that anymore. Like, you don't do the same sorts of things, you know? For instance, most people don't actually make their own paint anymore. Which a lot of people in, for instance, Renaissance and earlier periods, you made your own paint. So that doesn't really exist anymore, except for like very specific. You get some people who make their own paint. It's not like impossible, but it's just something that you don't really hear of that often, unless someone is very specifically into that kind of thing and is making their own paint and doing that kind of thing. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with this. I'm going in like a whole artistic direction while playing. Oh, I've entered deeply into the infested starport, but something is wrong. The monsters have brought their own reality with them, and the starport's technology is being subverted by their presence. Ahead, you see an outpost of hell, a fortified zone. If you can get past it, you can penetrate into the haunted heart of the starbase and find the controlling switch which holds Earth's population hostage. Oh, riveting storytelling. Riveting. Is this like a boss? I don't remember. Is this guy? No, he's not a boss. It's the big guy. Ah! Wow, okay, he clapped me hard. Okay. Let's just run. Let's see what... I don't actually know what... Whew! Alright, well... Shot some of these guys. Whew. Okay, here's... I died. But maybe I should actually end it there because, you know, I died. That's fine. I'm looking very sad now. Sunken head. Just fine. Yeah. What is happening? Okay, you just restart here. Ooh. Do I have none of my weapons now? That's terrible. Let's see if I can do it. It's fine. I don't have any... Wow, I thought you couldn't see me with this beautiful visuals stuff. I don't know. What is... Okay. The spider guy. Wait, is there more than one? Oh, damn. Okay, there's more than one. Okay, let's see. Can I do this? I'm not like good, so maybe not, but you know, I can try. But I just get close, you know. Getting close with the shotgun is the best way to win. Alright, well. Oh! Dead simple. Okay, well, I mean, okay, maybe I should end things there then. So I think I'll just be done there. I mean, Doom 2 is fun, and it got me thinking about, well, because I was still thinking about John Romero from talking in the first of these two videos. But yeah, you know, fun little times. You never know. You never know what you'll like. But that's about it. That is it, I think. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed, if you did check out the Doom 3 playthrough, which was quite, obviously much longer because it's a full playthrough. It's not just a once-off. But, yeah, maybe you enjoyed it, maybe you didn't, I don't know. But yeah, I've been LC Lupus, Nerd Hazzard. I'll check out the other people on Nerd Hazzard. There's a whole bunch of us, and we're all pretty cool, and we all make things. You can do the like and the commenting and the subscribing and the checking the things out and the doing the this and the that and the whatevers. So, do it. Otherwise, hope you have a great day further, and ta-ta.